9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello babes. Welcome back to Gays, Lies, Sex Lies and DMs Lies. Now, if you're expecting Jed, don't worry, he'll be back very soon. But for this episode, he's taking a little pause, as I've stepped in as your festive stand-in, as of course, as well as another two previous episodes. Of course, I am I'm a bit more festive and a bit more upbeat when it comes to this time of the year. And since it's Christmas season, today's episode is all about Christmas. The joy, the pressure, the emotions, and the very clear experience of navigating the holidays. Because Christmas isn't just lights and presents. It's memories, expectations, and sometimes mixed feelings. Let's talk about it. Let's start with gays, because Christmas can feel very different when you're queer. So here's my first question. What does Christmas feel like as a queer person? Ooh. For some, it's warm, supportive, and full of love. For others, it comes with awkward conversations and unanswered questions or parts of themselves they still feel pressured to hide. Which, of course, I get a lot of them during this time of the year. I've been gay for about 2 to 3 years or 4 years now. So every single time, there is Christmas. Of course, my very, very, very first Christmas after I come out gay was very, very awkward. Very, very warm and supportive, but sometimes it's awkward at the same time, you know what I mean? Christmas can't remind you on how far you've come. Sometimes how far you still feel from being fully understood. But showing up as yourself, even quietly, is powerful. And even if your family doesn't always say it perfectly, your presence matters. Which of course, I totally, experienced that before I did. Which of course, amazing, as well as, I love it. Now let's talk about lies, because Christmas is full of them. Right, let's get to the tea, lads. Alright? Here's the question. What's the biggest lie we're sold about Christmas? That it's supposed to be magical for everyone. That everyone feels loved, excited, and fulfilled. But for a lot of people, Christmas is emotional. It highlights loneliness, grief, and distance. Especially for anyone who lost someone or feels disconnected from family. Now that hits me to the core. Because every single time that some of my family members die, I always think about them. To think about if they're still alive, what would they do? What would they do? Would they hug me? Would they love me still? You know what I mean? Of course, Jed will, Jed will totally, give you some examples of his life about grief, lost someone, or feel disconnected from family. You know what I mean? And if Christmas is hard for you, that doesn't make you ungrateful. It makes you human. Which of course, some Christmases are good, some Christmases are bad. All we know, right, yeah? We are human. We have emotions, we have feelings, we have everything. That makes us human. Of course, we make a mistake during a family gathering or during at the dinner table. It makes us humans. Either way. A gentle reminder for you everyone. It's okay to enjoy Christmas and find it tough at the same time. Okay? So yeah, you put that into your mind right now, then to make sure that, I get that, you are going through things. But it makes you human after all, okay? It basically works out at a two-way street. Now, moving into sex thrives, not in the obvious way, but in terms of connection. Here's the question. What does thriving look like during Christmas? Sometimes it's choosing rest over pressure, saying no to plans that drain you, or spending time with people who make you feel safe and accepted. Which, of course, I totally get that. Totally. Because of, here's the thing though. When there is, when there is people who just want to drain you because they've got nothing better to do with their lives, if you want the pressure to just ease off, and that way you can rest, or spending time with the people that makes you feel safe or feel accepted. That does make you happy, which does make you alive, which does make you feel better about yourselves, which of course, that is the important part during this festive time of the year. Thriving doesn't always mean being surrounded by people. Sometimes it means protecting your energy and giving yourself compassion. Oh yeah, because of, sometimes, people can drain your energy, giving yourself no compassion on who you truly are and what energy you stand for. Which of course, I totally, get why people don't want to have any plans during New Christmas, when they are single, when they are a single parent, or when they are going through some tough things in life, which of course, always remind yourself, number one, protect your energy, and number two, give yourself compassion, believe in yourself, have faith in yourself. Okay, that means like you can do things, you can do what you can do. Okay, so yeah, I'll just say out loud, put out there for you lot. The Christmas should feel comfort, not obligation. Okay? And finally, DM slides. Because Christmas has a funny way of making people reappear. Now, here's the real question for you lot. Why do people suddenly message you at Christmas? Is it, again, nostalgia, loneliness, memories wrapped in fairy lights? That Merry Christmas X message might feel sweet, or it might reopen something you've already healed from. Which, of course, there's loads of times where I've heard that loads of times where, there is people who has tough memories about Christmas. When their family just argue, or when they are, of course, when they're distant. Which of course, I totally understand. But yeah, if you already healed from it, it's like opening a wound. It's like reopening a wound to the wound that you healed from. Which of course, I totally get. And here's your permission slip. You don't owe anyone access to your page just because it's Christmas. Okay? Okay, just say it out loud for you at home. So, yeah. You're allowed to ignore messages that don't feel good. You're allowed to protect your calm, and you're allowed to choose yourself. Which of course, which, guys, do not give everyone your attention, just because of it's just Christmas, and it just because it is this time of the year. You should always protect your calm and be allowed to choose yourself. That's the two main things that you should do. Okay, because of if you two do that, if you do that, them two, you will feel 100% more better. So wherever you're listening from, or whatever your Christmas is loud, joyful and quiet, and reflective, or somewhere in between. Just on this, there's no right to do Christmas. There's only your way. Be gentle with yourself. Celebrate what feels good. And release that what doesn't. Thank you for listening to Gays, Lies, Sex, Drives and DM Slides. Jed will be back soon, and you already know it will be worth the wait. Until then, enjoy the season, protect your peace, and remember, you deserve warmth, love, and rest. Not just at Christmas, but always. I'm Richie. This was episode 7. I'm signing off. Bye.